Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Maths Masterclass with Leo. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And today we are not doing any grades. Now we are doing varsity maths. It's called integration. We're doing a topic called integration, and then under that topic we're doing a subtopic called standard integration. Right? The standard integration. Standard integration, we're talking about the basic integration. Then we're gonna do even more difficult questions or complex questions, but today we are focusing on simple things. And integration, it is just the reverse. In simple definition, is the reverse process of differentiation. Differentiation, right? So, for example, if I'm given f of x is equals to 2x. If I'm given that f of x is equal to 2x, let me just get a different pen because this one is like it's not gonna work. Let me just get a different pen. If you are given f of x, logically, you know when you are going to differentiate this, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get f dash of x as this that times that, it's what you call, it's going to be 2 to the power 2x to the power 2 minus 1. Actually it's not 2, but it's supposed to be 2 multiplied by 2x to the power 2 minus 1, right? And this will give me 4x when I differentiate. But this will therefore tell me, because I said it is the reverse process of the integration, is the reverse process of differentiation. If I have this, it means when I integrate this, I need to get that. So it means, therefore, the integral of 4x is equal to 2x squared, right? The integral of 4x is 2x squared, right? So basically, what am I trying to say? When we integrate, we're simply simply a process of moving from that to that, right? Moving from f dash x to f of x, right? And then if we are given the integral of of 2t is simply t squared. Because remember, when I have t squared as f of x, let me just do this. When I have f of x, which is t squared, when I'm going to differentiate it, I'm going to have f dash of x, which is equals to t. But this, I wrote this as an integral. So this, it is the integral of that, right? This is the integral of that. So now, let me give you a general formula of how to do this thing. A general formula of how to do this thing. It's basically, the general is that x to the power n dx, which is equals to a x to the power n plus 1 all over n plus 1 plus c, right? Okay, since we have this, let's just take these things that we did, put them here, see if we're gonna get answers that I was talking about. See if we're gonna get 2x if we integrate this. Let's say the integral of 4x. What is the integral of 4x? If I write it in terms of this, I'm gonna have 4x. This is 1. It means it's gonna be 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1, right? Not forgetting c. Always when you integrate this, don't forget to put that c, that arbitrary constant, which is your c, right? So it means here I'm gonna have 4x squared over 2 plus c. This and that will give me 2x squared plus c. But this case, it can be any number. It can be a 0, it can be any number. So whenever you integrate, don't forget to put that c. And it's always going to be plus c. It will never be minus c. Please don't say minus c. Just say plus c always. Let's take the second one, which is 2t, and see if we integrate 2t, are you going to get t squared? We have the integral of 2t, right? Which is, when I write the formula, I'm going to have 2t, but because I have to the power 1 here, I'm going to say 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. Don't forget to add plus c. And this will give me 2t squared over 2 plus c. This will give me, this and this will cancel, then I'm going to have t squared plus c. Right? You see, when I integrate 2t, I'm getting t squared. When I integrate 4x, I'm getting 2x squared. Let's get more questions and try to make it as simple as we can. Let's try to get more questions and try to make it as simple as we can, right? Integration is a very, very nice topic to deal with, guys. It's a very, very nice topic to deal with, and it's very easy when you understand the concept. It's very easy. Okay, now let's take the next question. Let's take the next two questions, and then if they say, okay, before, let's talk about one more thing. If they say integrate k in terms of x, right? Integrate k in terms of x. So how am I going to integrate k in terms of x? What am I going to do? I'm just going to say, oh, this is just like integrating a constant, a number that does not have a variable. When I integrate something like this, I'm going to always get something like this, kx plus c, right? When I integrate that, I'm going to get something like that always. So in this case, let me give you an example. They say integrate 2 dx. Integrate that. So what am I going to get here? They say integrate this in terms of x. I'm going to get 2x plus c. There. When you integrate a constant in terms of a variable, that is what you're going to get. Right? Now let's take another question. It's not difficult. It's very simple, this question. They say 3x to the power 4. My force not visible. 4 dx. They need us, or they need you to integrate that. How can you integrate that? But you know the formula. So if you know the formula, you know that you can just write it like this. Divide by n plus 1 plus c. Right? Then after that, what is the value of a? A is 3. What is the value of x? Is just x to the power 4. Don't forget plus 1. Plus c. All over, this is going to be 4 plus 1, right? It's going to be 4 plus 1, and then I'm going to get, this will give me 3x to the power 5 all over 5 plus c, right? That is my solution. That is my solution, right? And then when I integrate, let me give you another example. They say integrate this. They give you a question to integrate. They say you have 2 over x squared dx. You have something like this. If you have something like this, good people, always make sure that you make sure your denominator, it is not in terms of variables. It is not in terms of x. So things that you need to know when you integrate, your denominator. Your denominator should not be variable. E.g., in bracket x, y, and so forth, right? And then again, when you integrate, make sure you change all the sums. What am I talking about? The sums is your root of x, root of x squared plus 1, something like that. Make sure you remove these things, right? When you integrate, make sure you remove these things. Make sure you are left with standard formula like this in terms of exponents and that. And your variable, your denominator should not be a variable. Should not be x, should not be y or what. So now, let me get to the question that I need to answer. Okay, my question is, I'm given that, right? So they need me to integrate that, but I know the formula. The formula should be ax(n plus 1 all over n plus 1 plus c, right? That should be the standard formula. So in this case, I have that. So it means I'm going to have, okay, before I do that, let me just say, I have the integrate. I have to change this into all over 1, right? Multiplied by dx. Now, what did I do? I made sure that my denominator, it is not, it does not have a variable. So I have it in this format. Then I can just say, oh, my a is 2. I have x to the power minus 2 plus 1 all over minus 2 plus 1 plus c. Right? That is what I have. That is what I have there. Okay, then what am I going to have? I'm going to have, my solution is, this is negative 2 to the power negative x all over 1 plus c. That is my solution. Or I can just write it like this, negative x, or not negative x, negative 2 over x plus c. That is how I can write my solution, right? Let's go to the third question, which is the last one for the day. Okay, we are given the last question that says we need to integrate this in terms of dx, right? We need to integrate that in terms of dx, but I know I need to remove my side. I don't need any side on my integral. So I can just say integral of this is like that, but you don't write it. So it means I can just write it like that. Right? It means I can write it like that. This is grade 7 maths. I hope you know what I did there. Then if I have it like that, what I can do, I can just say, oh, the value of a is 1. So I can just have x to the power 1 over 2 plus 1 all over 1 over 2 plus 1 plus c. I'm not going to write the formula again. I'm just going to, okay, let me just write it here one more time. In the next questions, I'm not going to write the formula. There, right? There. Then I can just get my calculator because I'm not good with numbers. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let me just say here, what am I going to have? I believe I'm going to have 3 over 2. Something like that. X to the power 3 over 2. Right? All over 3 over 2 plus c. Let me just make sure. Okay, now if I have something like this, I can just, you know, your maths, high school maths, this is 3 over 2. Can just say divide by 3 over 2 plus c. Then I can just write it as x to the power 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 3 plus c. Then this can be written as 2x to the power 3 over 2 all over 3 plus c. There's my solution. I hope you enjoyed my class and I hope you enjoyed the introduction to this thing. In the next video, I'm just going to explain the summing and adding of integrations and integrals. Thank you for watching and keep on liking, sharing, and make sure your friends have this video because it is going to change their lives.